Welcome to another Naked Truth. Trish here. Last week there were again a ton of naked vlogs sent in from Chris, Eric, Jacob, Joe, Pat, Matthew, Nathan, Grant, Will, Kim, Donna, Greg, Kenny, Genji, well, the person whose dog's name is Genji, I still don't know your real name, Sid, Lawrence, Nelson, Robert, Brandon and Jake, Prescott, and Kristen. So thank you guys all so much for sending in more naked vlogs. Some of my favorite comments from last time regarding the naked truth on the friend zone. Overall, I know I said I was going to poll the naked army. Overall, the consensus was that the friend zone is something that's real. But it doesn't always have to be something as negative as a lot of our culture makes it out to be, and it doesn't have to be something that you get stuck in. Pat W. in his vlog said to ask yourself the question, am I okay just being friends with this person before you even get into a friendship? And if your answer to that is, yeah, I'm totally okay just being friends with this person if it never goes anywhere, then awesome, that can be a real friendship. But if you're starting it from the beginning with ulterior motives, then you're not really being honest to yourself or the other person. So I thought that was a very, very good point to make, and I think it can save people a lot of heartache. So thank you, Pat. Zrelock said, I think from personal experience that the friend zone is real. I've had a few female friends that I've had feelings for, but nothing ever came from any of them. The most recent one was a girl I was friends with for my last 2 years of high school. Although she has a boyfriend, I decided that I wanted to let her know how I feel. Kudos for that. So I wrote her a love letter and gave it to her at graduation. Unfortunately, since then, she has stopped talking to me. I think this is a classic example of the friend zone. Kelvin, I just wanted to say to you that I'm sorry that that happened. People in general avoid conflict at all costs, especially in certain cultures more so than others. And it just sounds like this girl who you probably did have a good friendship with is so scared to tell you that maybe she doesn't reciprocate your feelings, that she just dropped you as a friend altogether. And that sucks. And I'm sorry, but please know that that's a weakness on her part that she's not reaching out to you for, and I would highly doubt that it has much to do with you personally, so keep that in mind. So this week, I wanted to do the naked truth on nerves and being nervous. Barrow C asked, vlog suggestion, dealing with nerves, especially when performing. Does your acting training help more in scripted situations, for example, news items on SourceFed, than in a less scripted one like Table Talk? And being that I was just at VidCon and I was on the main stage and I was on panels and nerves came into play quite a bit, I thought that would be a good one to talk about this week. So speaking of VidCon, it was so great to meet everyone that I got to meet. For those of you I didn't get to meet, I'll just have to see you there next year. For those of you that didn't make it to VidCon, there's always Comic-Con and E3 and a bunch of other connections, or you can just send a naked vlog and I'll meet you that way. As far as nerves go, yes, I think that my acting training, I'm good at being up on stage in front of people when I'm in control. So scripted situations like SourceFed where, we write our stuff ahead of time and then put it on prompter does make me feel more comfortable and more in control. And so I don't get as like, oh God, oh God, oh God, when I'm in those situations. But I don't always think that's a good thing. In less scripted situations like Table Talk or like these naked vlogs, for example, I do tend to get a lot more nervous, and it's because I don't necessarily know what I'm doing or know what's going to come out of my mouth. But in those moments, I feel like I'm more honest and I'm more me because my head can't get in there and control it. And they say in acting, it's better when it comes from your gut and it's even unexpected to you, because then it's more natural than, like I said, when your brain is doing all the puppeteering. Because when your brain is too involved, you start to think, am I doing a good job? And you start to be very critical of yourself. So sometimes it's better when you're nervous. And that's actually why I started doing the Naked Truth vlog series, because I thought, what's going to make me more nervous than anything else? Well, being on camera, on the internet, in the buff. Even though, yes, I know that I'm not showing anything, but it still makes me nervous. And I think that that's the important vehicle for this vlog, for any entertainment work that I do, whether it be a panel at VidCon, coming out and hosting on the main stage, any of my SourceFed or SourceFed nerd stuff, or just anything that I do. I think it's important to be nervous. You'll hear people say when it comes to nerves on stage, especially, use it or lose it. And some people are really good at just losing it and being calm and going out there. But I would urge you to use it to your advantage. because it makes you real. So I guess my question for you guys is, what makes you the most nervous? And also, how do you deal with nerves in those types of situations? Let me know in the comments down below. Please, I know I don't often ask for the like, subscribe, and stuff, but I would like the numbers to keep climbing, because then I can get more help from the YouTubes to get maybe some recording studio time and that kind of stuff. So do subscribe if you like this channel and you want to see more of these. Like the video if you have a second to clickety-clack there. All right, well, thank you guys so much, and I will see you next week.